still out of breath. I don't think I've ever had a shoulder pump that painful before. Good way, of course. Fuck. I was only in there for 45 minutes. I guarantee I had a better workout than anybody that's in there, been in there for like 2 or 3 hours. I don't understand how anybody's got that much time to waste. Really, you can get an amazing workout in 45 minutes, hour max. I'm out of breath from training shoulders. I wasn't doing cardio. That's how you know you have the right intensity. So it's a huge factor of my success in business and like every area of life is speed. It's like the primary focus of my course is simplifying all of your tasks down to what's essential so that you can execute faster with more speed, more agility. Money likes speed. I don't know how to explain it. There is like just this magical it's like magnetized, man. Like I don't know. Like the faster you execute, the more money you're gonna make. But yeah, we don't really need a reason why. We just need to know what to do, and that's move fast. So that's what we do. I left off the video yesterday talking about myths. That video might be on YouTube today, obviously before you see this one. To be honest, I don't remember where I left off. I think I was talking about when to launch your ad sets, and that there's a myth going around that you have to launch at midnight. It's where every single one of my clients says that. That's not true. I've never done it, and my results speak for themselves. So it is what it is. Do what's convenient for you. Do what allows you to execute faster, right? I had one of my first clients, he was telling me that he actually would leave a party in the middle of the night, go back to his apartment and launch all of his ads at midnight and then go back to the party. He was like, I can't believe how many hours of my life I wasted doing these things. And it just totally cracked me up. I was like, I think he was the first person to tell me about midnight. I was like, it doesn't make sense. Where does the optimization lie within your Facebook Business Manager? Where does the optimization occur? And I can confidently say that your pixel, the thing that everybody covets, they say the pixel is so valuable, they get devastated when they lose their pixel, or if their business account gets shut down or something, then they could anyways, everybody covets their pixel like it's this magical thing. And my understanding, not from what Facebook has told me or from what I've learned in somebody else's seminar or course, from just doing it, is that a brand new pixel can perform just as well as an old one. A pixel's primary function, and in my opinion only function, is tracking data. Okay, it's keeping track of view contents and add to carts, purchases, add payment info, initiate checkout, whatever. The list is pretty long. It's just keeping track of that information and reporting it to Facebook. It's a reporting mechanism. Okay, the pixel doesn't optimize. What does optimize? There's 2 stages of optimization. The big, broad one is the ad account. Okay, not your business manager, but the ad account. Every ad account has its own personality. Okay, you can launch the same product with the same creative and get totally different results. The same targeting, everything's the same. Get totally different results from one ad account to another. Okay, every ad account has its own personality, has its own way of delivering, and that's just something that we have to deal with. What I've come to learn and seen firsthand on many occasions is that an ad account can be trained to perform a certain way, can be trained to target a specific demographic. It can be trained to respond to specific scaling techniques. And that's what we do. So in my course, I talk about consistency a lot. Obviously, the name of the course is Keys to Consistency. And not just consistency in your results, right? That's what everybody, first thing they think about is how can I get consistent revenue, consistent profit margins? Those are important. And the way that we achieve those consistent results is by being consistent in the way we execute, okay? So if we test our products in a very specific way every time, if we scale the same way every time, okay? We allow for maybe less than 5% deviation from what I teach, and that's to test new methods. We do test new methods just to make sure that we don't miss out on anything, to make sure that if there is an optimization we're missing out on, that we're finding it. But typically 95% of the time we do things exactly the same every time, because we know that over the course of the first month of an ad account, if you're being very aggressive, you can actually train it to respond. And it's like training a dog. Like, no matter what, every dog is going to be a little different, but you can still teach them all to sit. Okay, so some learn faster than others, right? Some are more eager to please than others. But in general, we can pretty much we've always been able to train our ad accounts to scale the way we like to scale. And so that's what I teach, is we do things a very specific way. We're very consistent in that method. And over the course of for us, it's usually the first 2 weeks, because we're very aggressive when we launch a new ad account in a new store. Usually within the first 2 weeks, we start to see the results that we're used to seeing from our more seasoned accounts. So that's the broad scope of optimization, is the ad account has this general behavior that influences every ad set within that account. Okay. Now, the rest of your optimization actually takes place at the ad set level. Okay. And this is where a lot of people get confused, and a lot of people fall into the trap of trying to gamble their way into a winning ad set, because they know if they launch 100 ad sets, they duplicate 100 times, there's gonna be some ad sets that end up being profitable. Okay. Now, for me, at that point, if you're resorting to that technique, you've reached a point of diminished return. Okay. If you're trying to force your sales, force your profit by mass duplication, you're never going to be able to scale just to the levels that you can with our scaling technique and with a proper winning product. The biggest determiner of your success, I've said this 100 times now, I say it on a bunch of my course and in my promos and everything, and my Instagram feed. The biggest determinant of your success is the product, okay? So that is what we focus on. We keep everything else very simple so that there's no variables, in fact. So there's only one variable, and that one variable is the product, okay? If we're able to secure and lock in everything else, and we know that these methods work, when we have a winning product and we use these specific methods, we can scale very aggressively and really just crush it with any winning product using these techniques. So at that point, the only question left in your mind is, how do I find winning products, right? And that brings us back to speed of execution. Number One is testing like crazy, okay? We're launching a new store this week. I'm not sure when this video is going to come out, so maybe it'll have already been launched and you'll be seeing it in my Instagram feed. I'm going to be keeping a very detailed blog of what we're doing, because the goal is to scale it to $1 million in the first 30 days. I'm not making any guarantees on this happening, but I know that it's possible because the best we've ever done in the first 30 days of a store was like an $830,000 in the first 30 days. So I know that it can be done, and it really just comes down to finding the products. So tomorrow, we're actually going to launch the store tomorrow, and we're going to launch 50 products on the first day. We already have like 30 of them ready, and the rest I'm going to finish up tonight. And then it's just product descriptions at this point. And then I think on Thursday we're going to launch another 20 or 30 products. So 70 to 80 products in the first week, and the goal is to just keep that up every 2 to 3 days, launch another 20 to 30 products, and we're just going to be like stupid aggressive. And keep track of everything that we're doing, because it's a very interesting case study. I'm not sure if anybody's done that yet. If they have, that's amazing. And we're doing with all new products. We're not transferring winners from an old store. This is totally raw. No old audiences. It's a new pixel, new ad account. Actually, it's not a new ad account. I lied. Because new ad accounts have a $50 a day spending limit. It would be impossible to scale that quickly with a new account. So we are using an old ad account. So a little bit of cheating involved, but it is a brand new pixel, which doesn't really matter, which we just talked about, but brand new products in a brand new store. So really excited about that, and if nothing else, it'll just be a fun experiment for everybody to watch. So again, optimization happens at 2 levels. It happens at the ad account from a very broad standpoint. It has an impact on every ad set that is launched, every campaign and ad set that is launched. It kind of steers them in a general direction. And then the hyper-focused optimization, the targeted, that laser focus, comes from the ad set level, okay? And Facebook's AI, like just, you know, once you've got a certain amount of data collected on a product, you know, you can really do some pretty incredible stuff. So that is myth number 2, is the optimization. It does not happen at the pixel level. It happens at the ad set and the ad account level. So if you're struggling like really bad, if you've got a product, let's say you've got a really good friend who shared a winning product with you, okay, and you know it's not like one of his old winners and he's just trying to be nice. You got something that's like truly on fire, and for whatever reason you're using the same targeting, same everything, and it's not selling, it could be worth launching a new ad account, and also a new URL, because just change the domain on your store, because Facebook does punish domains if they feel like there's a bad customer experience. Like if you've been running really bad conversion rates to a store for a while, Facebook is going to interpret that as a poor user experience, and is going to punish the delivery of ads that are directed to that URL. So anyways, just a little tip for you. And if you're not making any money, you're not really risking losing anything by switching your ad account and URL. So give it a shot. That is it for today. On the way back to the house, and I believe Willie should have the first module edited, ready to launch. I'm just going to review it, and then we'll upload it to the course. Excited for you guys to start getting to see the value that we've been putting together for you. So that is all, and catch you next time.